Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Today I am doing the first part of WIP weekend. How this works is I show you guys a project. It's very much based off of beautiful Miss Terry from Yarn Joy podcast and her original idea of WIP Wednesdays. So I take a WIP that I've had for a while, work in progress, something that's just been hanging out in a bag somewhere, and I take it with me on my treatments to go, for my stuff. Whole other story. There are videos about it. I don't want to go into it. Thank you for understanding. Anywho, but yeah, I take a project that I've been working on that's, one of my WIPs, take it, hope to finish it by the time we get home from the trip. Sometimes it happens, sometimes I don't crochet at all. So, alright. The last two times, both times, I recorded the first half of this. The first time, I had a really rough time, up there and with the nurses and doctors and the whole situation. It was just a rough go at it, rough weekend. Yep. We leave on the weekends, my appointments in the week, so that's why I call it WIP weekend. Anywho, yeah, just a rough go at it. So I didn't crochet very much. I did a smidge, but I didn't work on my WIP weekend project, and it wasn't enough to worry about coming back and showing you guys by any means. Last time I took my project and made the video for the first and didn't crochet anything the whole time I was there. I was going to work on my WIP weekend project. I had a hat or two, I think, to work on, some Country Gal kitchen things. Or no, it wasn't a hat, it was crochet tobers. A couple of Country Gal kitchen things, and stuff for play food for the shelter. And I kid you not, I did not make one stitch in the car the whole time when we stayed the room and for my big long drawn out treatment the whole way home. Not one. That's how crummy I felt, to say the least. My anxiety got the best of me, I suppose. I don't know. So this time I'm really hoping to be able to do some things. I have two WIP weekend projects. I hope to get one of them finished because I'm almost finished with it. The second one I doubt I get finished. Also, I'm taking a blanket that I'm working on, and I probably will I'm going to take some of the Yarn Bee, the Baby Bee Sugar Pom Pom yarn, because I'm going to make a couple of hats, and I'll probably take some stuff to make the play food. So I'm hoping to get a WIP weekend finished. That should be my top priority because I make these videos, right? So cool. Alright. So the one I feel like I can probably get finished is this beauty right here. I know it just looks like a crazy mess, but it's a thing. Okay. This is with crinkles. Sorry. Crinkle pillow. Crinkle alert. Alright. This is with the Yarn Bee Antoinette yarn. Saturday Swim. Ooh, is it Tadpole something? I don't remember. Sorry. And Hazy Amber. I used my 9mm hook, and I'm simply doing a granny. Just that easy. But it's so soft, and it's so heavy, and it's so warm. So this is what I'm working on. I'm just going until the skein runs out and I can't go any further. So that's how much I had of that brown left. So I'm just going until I stop. I can't go any further, like I said. So I'm just doing green, brown, blue, brown, green, brown, blue, brown, So that's that one that I hope to finish. I think I mentioned that I'm using my 9mm hook with that one, but it's so soft, and I like that yarn for I've mentioned for fingerless gloves and things, but I thought it'd be cool just to make a blanket. I've had several people tell me that they've made like cardigans and sweaters out of it, which I feel like makes a whole lot of sense because it is just so warm and soft. It's kind of a pain in the booty though, because if you pull it very hard, then it kind of tries to unravel and all the threads come out, and so just be careful. All right. My other one is my sweater that I've worked on, and I'm just doing granny squares, or grannies again. They're both granny square. I like to take mindless things with me. So this is it. I'm just doing the pattern, coral, navy, mustard, gray, baby blue, cream color pattern. This is going to be the front. I'm going to make one exactly like this for the back panel, and then I'm going to do like kind of rectangle sleeves that are sleeves and connect. I don't have a pattern. I just saw a picture on Pinterest. All of them are big twist yarn. Let's see. The deep coral, that navy color, mustard, I believe it's medium gray, the sky blue, and cream. So 5.5 hook. So I have a ways to go still for the front. And then you just connect them, and this is your neck. Like you make two of them, and this is your neck, and then you make the rectangle sleeves and connect them, you know, like sleeves. So those are my projects for this time. Also, like I mentioned, I'm going to take some things for food to make play food, and some of the things just for hats. I showed this in my crochet ramblings, the one with all the startitis and whatnot. I'm going to take this blanket too and work on it. This is probably what I'll work on whenever I'm having my treatment, just because it's just mindless and just make circles. I may just make a whole bunch of circles while I sit there, who knows. So yeah. Alright, so there's my WIP weekend number 1, part 1. I will come back whenever I finish. Hopefully I crochet something. We'll see how it goes. But I will bring that back for a part 2. My treatment is in 2 days from today. So we are leaving in no time. So I need to be packing and getting ready, but who wants to do that? You know what I mean? So, alright. So whenever I talk to you guys here in a minute, it's my favorite part of the whole thing. When I talk to you guys here in a minute, we will be home, warm and toasty and safe. Yay. So, alright. See you guys in just a second. Hey y'all, and welcome back. So, excuse the sun. I don't know what the deal is with all of that. I'm trying to get out of it, but it's not really working for me. Anywho, but I have a few videos that I need to record so that baby girl and I can, Miss B and I can go on an adventure today. So, last we spoke, I was on my way to my then treatment. If you guys have seen my health update, which I just posted today is Monday, I filmed that on Saturday. I've had a couple more days to kind of process everything. I'm feeling better about things today than I was then Saturday. My husband actually took me on a date night last night, and we went and just sat and talked, and once again, God has a plan, God has a purpose. I can't change what happened. I can't change all of those. If you guys are wondering, I guess I'll link that video below, what happened with my treatment. I can't change anything. All I can do is move forward. And so yesterday I just kind of prayed big time about it, and just kind of had an epiphany about everything, to be quite honest. He had mentioned before, the health video was over an hour long. I cut out a lot of things that I need not discuss on here. It would have made a whole lot more sense if I put the whole video out. A lot of things that were wrong there, that whatever, but I don't want to, I don't want to get in trouble for anything that I say, although all of it is 100% truthful. I also don't want to blab everyone else's thing because I don't feel like that's right. So I prayed and I cried and I had a whole moment. And like I said, I mentioned that I am all about natural medication such as plantain and mullein, dandelion, stinging nettle, all of these different things. I mentioned that in my 10 quirky things about me video. I mentioned that in the health video too, but I cut a whole big section of all of this out. Anywho, so I'm going to try to find things to hopefully help myself and help my eosinophils and help my body. Also, the field trip that Miss B and I are getting ready to go on. The guys are all at work right now at the shop working. Miss B and I are getting ready to go to like the city to go just see if there are any foods that I can try to eat. I've tried a million times to do this. To go and find things, and I got to where I couldn't eat anything at all. But I just feel like this is my option, honestly, but I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do, is just do this through my own thing. I mean, I'm very educated on my disease. I've read up on it as much as one person could possibly read up on anything. And so I feel like with the right regimen, I could probably get things going. I'm going to start a diary log, a food diary. I did do that at the very first of all this. I had everything, like I mentioned before, I'm a list taker. I had everything written out, everything exactly how, what I did, what happened whenever I ate this thing, all those things. And I just got really discouraged and I stopped doing that. And I'm going to start doing that again. And just seeing how different spices affect me, different things affect me. What do they do? Do they make me whatever? And I mean, I don't know what else to do, so this is what I'm going to do. So we are going to go here in a little bit to like a natural food market and just try to find a few things. It would be amazing if I could find, I mentioned before, if I could just eat fruits and vegetables from here on out, and like occasionally chicken for protein, I would be ecstatic. And I wouldn't really even care if I had chicken or not. I would eat fruits and vegetables from here on out and be fine. A fruitarian, is that what it is? I could totally do that. And okay, the thing is, because my stomach is so sensitive at this point, anything with any sort of acidity, it just is not a good deal. It hurts, to be quite honest. It'll like make me double over in pain if I eat a pineapple, like a slice of a pineapple. Forget it, 3 days of doubled over in pain. So there for quite a while, I could eat spaghetti squash. In case you're curious how to cook it, my mama taught me. Put it in the microwave for 4 minutes so it's easier to cut. You cut each end off, cut it in half. Each end off. Cut it in half. Scrape all the, innards out. Sounds a lot grosser than it is. They're really just seeds. Like pumpkin stuff, basically. Olive oil, salt and pepper, flip it upside down on a cookie sheet, cook it in the oven for an hour on like 350, I believe it was. Turn them over, bam, you have delicious spaghetti squash. I know I can have olive oil. So I'm going to try that, like some spaghetti squash, maybe some just bland chicken. I don't even know if I want to like delve into chicken. Because I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to chicken. So it's, anyways, that's the whole point of the food diary. I'm just kind of going on a ramble at this point. But I'm going to, definitely do the food diary and just see how different things affect me. And see if I can figure something out on my own. Because I mentioned in the health video that I feel as though I am my own advocate. Except, of course, my family, don't get me wrong. But I feel like at this point, this far into it, I don't really want to rely on doctors anymore. So yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Nothing, like I said, against the medical field, profession, all those, nothing against that. I'm just gonna try this for a while, I guess. So I feel much better about it than I did. So last week was very, very rough. It's officially been, today's Monday, so it's officially been 1 week since they told me no when I came home, and my world shattered and all of those things. And so I had a really good, like, mopey week. Just, I feel like, what else was I gonna do? And so my husband and I talked about it, and it's it's not good for me to be like that. It's not good for anyone around me to see me like, obviously like that, and I just feel like this is what I should try. So that's the plan, is to go back to being positive, putting on my game face when need be, all of those things. So you guys can notice my throat is getting crummy and stuff. I've read that chamomile is good for that, which I feel like makes sense, but it's like, well, yeah, but what, like, I need to find something that helps eosinophils. It's not necessarily a band-aid, but at this point, if I can find a band-aid to just slap over the top of things that helps, that's great. None of the, like, pharmaceutical medications have helped me at all, obviously. So I feel like jumping into natural medication and just, fingers crossed. So I don't know, changing, obviously at this point I have no diet. That's what everyone, that's the whole thing. It's like, well, do that elimination diet. It's like, well, I've eliminated everything, so I'm just going to start trying to build my system back up. I feel like, pray for the best. So 9 minutes of all of that, just to let you guys know, I feel better about it today. It's a brand new day. I just put that video up like 30 minutes ago. I wasn't even going to put it up because just like that, like I said, I cut a lot of it out, over half an hour of it out. And I wasn't even going to put it up, but then it's like, that's half of my story on here, to be honest. I show you guys yarn, but a lot of it is health stuff, and I wouldn't be truthful to y'all if I didn't tell you I'm not doing it doing the treatment, and if I just stopped talking about it and didn't explain why, and that's silly. So that's why I just went ahead and made that video. So now you guys know, now it's out there. Am I still a little bummed about it, of course, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to move on, let go, let God. It's funny because I've mentioned, I'm just gonna say it, I've mentioned for over a decade now that I would like that tattooed right here on my arm, just because, and then I can just see it and know it. Honestly, like whenever I'm sad or whatever, when I look down and I can just see it, and good day, bad day, whatever, right? And whenever we left the other day, when, like I said, we got to the car on Monday after the kerfuffle at the hospital, we got in the car and my husband's like, Google yarn, like look up yarn stores, where are we going? And so we went and did that. I have a Michael's video that I've yet to put up. I'm probably going to put this one up before, just so you guys know where I'm at. And I talk about this sweet little lady that I met, and she has a cute rainbow hat. Anyway, so like all these little cute little things along the way. And so yeah, cute lady, her little hat, all those things. We go to the next yarn store, which then was Michael's. We had just been to Hobby Lobby because once again I mentioned in there that I needed things from Hobby Lobby. And after we saw the little lady and like that whole spot, he needed food, so we stopped, and he's like, just why don't you just go get your tattoo? He's like, that way you just have it and you just you know, like have it to look at and all of those things. I didn't, but then Saturday, whenever I filmed that video and I was having a really rough day, that's why I told him, I was like, we just go and just do that. And he was like, well, absolutely. And we didn't, but still, I know that's in my brain all the time, but I've thought that for a long time now, like how cool would that, I mean, you know, cool, but also just like how helpful mostly it would be to have that, and maybe like the get knocked down, get up one on this arm or something. But anyway, once again though, was knocked down. I'm getting back up. We are gonna go try to find something to help me today, fingers crossed, because like I said, it is what it is. So all right, but on to WIP weekend. Am I right? My goodness gracious, 10 plus minutes. So in the WIP weekend video, I had a baby blanket that I was working on, or that I was taking, and also a sweater that I was taking. I finished the baby blanket, didn't touch the sweater, didn't crochet for like a while. So the sweater is right where it was, same little square. Nothing exciting. Sorry about that. But the blanket I finished. And this is all the Yarn Bee Antoinette from Hobby Lobby. 3 different colors. See, that's on. It's the green. I need to weave my ends in. It's a green in the middle. Don't remember the name. This was all on the clearance. In like July or whatever, the clearance. This one is like kind of greens, a little bit of yellows, and it goes to this pretty brown with the blues and some greens, and a blue with blue, brown, and into the green. And I was just thought this would be good. I mentioned that before, I think, like a little floor mat or something, because it's really, really thick, like a little tummy time type thing, because it's very, very soft. So yeah, I finished that. I used my 9mm hook on it. That's what it looks like. Sunlight. So yeah, the Antoinette was okay. I mean, I've worked with it before. The only thing is like this, it kind of frays big time. If you pull it very much at all, it just kind of all falls apart. But other than that, it's okay. So yeah, I got that finished, so I just need to weave my ends in. Other than that, FO, yay. But yeah, I didn't touch the sweater at all. And I don't think I worked on anything else, to be honest. So yeah, that was kind of the extent of it. So we went and had yarn therapy and then came home. So okay, so yeah, that's it, I suppose, for WIP weekends, because I don't know how that's gonna work now. Maybe we'll do something, change the name up a bit. I know that there's, you know, Terry from Yarn Joy Podcast has WIP Wednesdays, and then beautiful Miss Ella has What You Working On Wednesdays. And so maybe I'll still do some sort of WIP video, aka video, but WIP something. But yeah, I'll have to come up with a new title, but that's alright. I still have lots of WIPs, so I feel like it should still be a thing. So, just saying. Alright. So thank you guys so very much for joining me for a WIP weekend. Thank you for listening to all of the health shenanigery that has been taking place. I appreciate it. I appreciate so much the beautiful words that you guys are saying. Like I said, I just put that video up like 20 minutes before I did this. So thank you. I hope you guys excuse me, have a wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys soon.